on today's episode.
Hey guys, I'm back from vacation. We are back for the 10th episode of Starcourt Report. I'm excited, Bailey's excited, and we've got a great show planned for you guys today. We're going to look at what everybody's doing, and we're going to have a fun time here on Starcourt Report!
What is up, ladies and gentlemen? We are back after a week off.
My fault.
That's all good. Randy was in Massachusetts for vacation, family vacation. How was it, by the way?
It was fun. It was cold. It was windy, but it was very historical. But I miss doing this. I really did. I sent out that little video. It was on right after we got out of the hotel. I was like, shit, I gotta send something out to let everyone know. But it was fun.
Yeah. So we're back. Doing our weekly thing. Starcourt Report is back every week. So, and today is the 10th episode. So.
Woo! It's crazy!
Yeah.
It's like, okay, so it's only 10 episodes. I mean, everyone's probably going to be like, what's so great about that? It's not like 25th or something like that. 10 episodes. This is the second longest running series on RZ, now RB TV.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That just shows I never get into it.
Yeah. It's a fun, we love doing it. Definitely, it's a fun series we love doing. We love talking to you guys about Stranger Things. We love Stranger Things in general. So, yeah. So, we got a cool show planned for you guys today. We're going to be talking about a bunch of different stuff. And then we're going to do we've done a couple quizzes on the show, but we're going to do the hardest one we've ever taken on the end of the show. So
I'm excited to do it. I'm excited to see how hard it's going to be. Because, there's probably a bunch of quizzes out there that says, this is the hardest quiz.
Yeah, so we'll see how we do. But, starting off, we know we're late on this because we missed a week, but Stranger Things broke a record.
Let's go. Round of applause, ladies and gentlemen.
I don't know if it was one record or a couple, but so according to this, it says they had, up to this point, season 3 was their most watched season, which we all kind of figured it would be.
Well, it had to be. I think it was the most well put together season. Every moment had you on the edge of your seat. You can't sit there and lie and say season 1 or 2 didn't have its slow moments in the show. There's definitely moments where it just kind of dragged on. But season 3, action-packed. Every moment you had to be paying attention. It was fantastic.
And all the hype that's built up to it now, like season 1 and 2, it's got so many fans over the years. So you had to anticipate this is probably the biggest one. But up to this point, 64 million households have watched this season, which is incredible. And it broke a record, I guess. I don't know what kind of record it was. If it's views within these set amount of days, but it had 40 million accounts view it in the first 4 days.
Can you imagine? First 4 days, 40 million accounts.
That's
view
wow.
Stranger Things 3. I mean, it doesn't mean they watched the entire season, but they viewed it, which is incredible for a show that the actors have said multiple times they didn't expect it to blow up this way.
Yeah.
So that's crazy on that aspect, and a lot of people just binge watched it. I watched the entire season in one day.
Yeah, I watched it. I think I got home from work and started watching it till 5 in the morning. Woke up the next day and finished it.
Mm-hmm. So. Yeah, and I mean that's the only thing that sucks about it is it's only 8 episodes, so you finish it like that, and now you're like
wait another year or two. Yeah, another year or two for the next season. So
it's like a movie coming out. That's almost like what it's like. It's an 8-hour movie.
It's like an 8-hour movie, and then you watch it and you're like, damn, it's over. It's over like that. But we got some more exciting news. We are actually planning a trip, us two, and then maybe a couple of our friends. We're going to go down to Atlanta, where
our future home.
Yeah, our future home. We will be moving there in July to pursue our acting careers. But we're going to be going down there for about 3 or 4 days. We're going to be viewing not all of them, but a lot of the sets. Brady's got
something big happened on Sports Center.
Brady's got a Sports Center update.
Anyway,
but no, we're going down to Atlanta to look at some of the the sets that they filmed at, like the Starcourt Mall.
That's gonna be awesome.
Starcourt Mall, like all their. We're gonna try and get as much of it. It's gonna be like a vlog, kind of like our Stranger Con vlog. We're gonna try and get.
Thank you for the support, by the way.
By the way, yes, thank you so much for the support.
It's so awesome.
But it's gonna be kind of like our Stranger Things, our Stranger Con vlog. We're gonna be showing you guys everything. We're not gonna be. I feel like it'd be kind of creepy if we showed. I mean, because we're gonna drive by their houses, but their houses are actually people like where people actually live. So we're not gonna like film people's houses because that'd be kind of creepy. I feel like.
We might sneak it through the window.
But I mean, like, yeah, we'll try and show you like all their houses. I think are on the same street, kind of like it is on the show.
Oh wow!
And then, but like everything, I looked at like a bunch of different stuff, like the mall, like the Starcourt Mall.
Rundown mall. We're gonna get shot.
It's like a very rundown mall. If you've probably seen a couple. There's a lot of videos on YouTube, people doing this, but they go and look at a bunch of places, whatever. And I saw a video back in July when the show went on air. They were at Starcourt Mall, and you could see like behind like a barricade wall, you could see like the set, like the '80s set.
No, that's cool.
And then, but I saw a thing. It was like probably like a couple weeks after that. It was a post that they started taking the set down. So like by now, by the time we get there, it's all gonna be gone. But it's still gonna be cool to go inside the mall, you know. But yeah, that'll be fun. I'm looking forward to that for sure. Let's see. So other than that, we got David Harbour SNL. What do you think about that?
I don't know. I think David Harbour did an incredible job, but I thought the sketches were weak on the show. I really did. I did like a couple of them. The Grouch was really well put together. The singing one is one of my favorites. I like that. And then his opening monologue was fantastic. He knew he had to do something Stranger Things.
Yeah, we both knew.
I was kind of worried because I was like, maybe he won't because maybe he wants to steer away from that. And at the beginning of the show, he told people, I'm known for more than just Stranger Things. I'm Hellboy.
Yeah.
But Stranger Things is what everybody knows him from, and he didn't shy away from doing a Stranger Things sketch to start the show. And he might have spilled something about season 4.
Yeah. Who was he? He was talking to.
He's talking to Pete Davidson.
Yeah, he was like, "Hey, Pete, what are you doing in the Upside Down?" Whatever. He's like, "Oh, I'm hanging out here all the time. It's lit in the Upside Down, dude." And he's like, "But hey, aren't you didn't you die down here or something? Like, aren't you supposed to be down here or something? Like, are you still alive?" And he's like, you can see like when he answers, he's like, I don't know if it was kind of like an act or if he like did it on, I don't know like what it was.
He literally was like, no, you're gonna have to watch season 4 to find out.
Yeah, so I don't know if that was kind of like an act he was putting on or what, but
I still think it's obvious he's alive.
I mean, he's alive. They wouldn't.
He's so obvious.
If they gave Billy the death that they gave Billy, they would give Hopper the same kind of death because Hopper is like I think a much bigger character than Billy.
Mm-hmm. But what did you think? Your overall thing? I know you liked it.
I thought some things were funny. Yeah, I thought it was pretty good for the most part. There was some like slow parts. I was like, that was.
I just thought the sketches were weak. I thought he did a fantastic job.
I thought him by himself was like he was hilarious.
Mm-hmm. The sketches though, it just felt like it wasn't very good.
Mm-hmm.
So Chance the Rapper, quick shout out. He is hosting the next one. If you guys want to check it out.
Yeah, so that was it was pretty decent. So next we got the Rocket League update. If you guys
if you want to tell them about that, you've played more than I.
Yeah.
It happened when I was on vacation, so I haven't been able to play that much.
If you guys play Xbox, PlayStation, I think Rocket League's on PC too. I'm not sure. It could be.
Mm-hmm.
But if you guys play any video games, Rocket League, which is basically, if you guys don't know what that is, like a soccer game with cars, basically.
RC cars, yeah.
You just use like RC cars and try and knock the ball into a goal. It's basically it's basically soccer with RC cars. But they came out with every year they come out with a Halloween update, and this year they decided to put some Stranger Things items in their Halloween update.
Well, you were a little disappointed though.
Yeah, because I was hoping they would put. I mean, I understand. I told him not everybody. I know not everybody's into Stranger Things, and so they put like I think about 5 or 6 items in there, out of like I think probably it's like 11 or 12 items. I was hoping every single item would be something with Stranger Things, but I understand not everybody who plays Rocket League, not everybody's a Stranger Things fan, so I understand why they did that. But a lot of cool stuff. They have like their own upside down map, which is really cool. You can play on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I have seen that a couple times. It's amazing.
Yeah, they got the Mind Flare in the background. They got every time you score a goal, they play the theme song, the Stranger Things theme song. So it's really cool for a game that we play a lot. It's really cool to see like our favorite show represent on the game.
Hopper's shirt skin is really
Yeah,
cool. That's what I just
You
got.
can put that for your car. They have Dustin's Camp Nowhere hat you can put on top of your car.
A bunch of Stranger Things. They have like a Chips Ahoy banner. If you don't play Rocket League, you don't know the game. You're not going to understand anything we're talking about.
Yeah, and they got the Starcourt logo. They got them like on like wheels, whatever. It's like a logo on the wheels, whatever. So it's kind of cool.
It's kind of cool that games are starting to do this. Cause Dead by Daylight did it,
Yeah,
and then you have Rocket League. Who's next?
I don't know.
So,
We just talked about our trip in December. We talked about David Harbour on SNL. We talked about the Rocket League update. And now we are on to what everybody's been up to lately.
it's been a lot. It's blown up.
Yeah.
It's been crazy.
So Sadie Sink, the girl who plays Max, she's doing a Netflix film called Eli. I haven't heard much about it. Have you?
I know it's like and I'll have the video playing over it while we talk about it. I know it's like a horror film, I think, from what I've heard. I've seen stuff about it. I've seen people on Instagram saying, Sadie's in this, oh my god, Sadie's in this. It's a Netflix film, so it's going to be on Netflix.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, Sadie. I'm so sorry, but out of all the cast members, Sadie's the one that I pay the least amount of attention to when it comes to news, so I haven't seen that much about it. But I will check it out, Sadie. I will watch it. So I always love seeing movies and us being actors. It helps to watch other people act. That's honestly the best way to learn. If anyone wants to be an actor, watch TV like that. Movies and TV. Just keep watching it. Keep watching it. It's the best way to learn and perfect your craft. But I will watch it. What about you?
Yeah. I'm a big horror movie guy, so if it's a horror movie, I'll probably check it out.
I don't know if it's like horror or drama. But I'm sure we could watch it one night when I'm with
It probably should be pretty good. I mean, she's a good actor, so I'll probably check it out for sure.
Mm-hmm.
So then you got Dacre Montgomery, who I've seen this on because I follow him on Instagram. I think this is like his own like kind of series. He's like the creator of it. He's the narrator of it. I don't know. It's called In Vitro. I don't know exactly what it's about. I've seen like him post like on his story about it. I don't know what it's about though.
I might just watch it just to hear his voice. That's my best Dacre Montgomery, and it was bad.
You have to do the Australian accent. I don't know if he does the Australian accent as a narrator. I don't know.
How do you do it? I know he talks a lot like this, and he's kind of very quiet. That's how he talks. He talks like this with an Australian accent.
From what I've seen, it looks like a pretty like serious.
I'm sorry, Dacre.
It looks like a pretty serious like series or film, whatever it is.
See, I'm not the biggest into documentaries, and it kind of looks like a documentary, so I don't know if I want to watch this one. But you might have a different opinion because you really do like Dacre Montgomery.
Yeah, I might check it out. I might look more into it and see what it's about because I've just seen like here and there he posts stories about it. He's like doing it, whatever. But I haven't seen much about it, so I don't really know. But so next, David Harbour, he is going to be the villain in the Black Widow movie that comes out, I think, next year?
Yeah, next, I think it comes out in March. February, March, around that time. You guys have to have heard about it by now. There's a Black Widow movie. He is playing Alexei in it.
Which is weird.
And he's playing a Russian version of Captain America, from what I've heard. The Red Guardian.
Red Guardian, yeah.
So he works for Russia, and he's named Alexei.
Which is...
Coincidence?
He had to have like thought that was kind of weird. Like I'm playing a guy that I was trying to beat up in season 3.
Yeah.
I'm playing a guy who had to get a cherry Slurpee for in Stranger Things.
He's done a couple more movies this year, but I wanted to focus on what they have coming up and not what they've done. If it's already come out, I didn't want to talk about it, but he did have a couple other movies that have come out this year.
Yeah, I know he did. I think Hellboy was last year, wasn't it?
Was it last year? I still need to watch that. I want to see him as Hellboy.
But okay, so next we got Millie Bobby Brown,
Woo!
who this year had Godzilla King of the Monsters. We watched that. Which was
Good. It was good.
It was pretty good. Yeah, she was pretty good in it. I think that was like her feature film debut. I think her first time ever being in a big film.
She wasn't in the first Godzilla?
I think no. I don't think she was in the first one.
Oh wow.
But she is in the one that comes out next year, and that's Godzilla versus King Kong. So So,
Woo! You're gonna see that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna see that.
If-
We might go see it in theaters.
I mean, even if she wasn't in it, I'd still go see it because it's Godzilla versus King Kong, so you got to go watch that. But she plays. I think her character's name was Madison,
that sounds about right.
and she was like the daughter of
The two main.
parents. Yeah, like
Yeah.
that split up. Whatever.
You can tell we definitely know the characters we're talking about.
We watched. I mean, we watched like probably like a.
It was at like 2 and 3 in the morning as well,
Yeah.
and I fell asleep for like 10 minutes of it.
I think the mom in the movie was like she was trying to. What was it? I don't remember what she was trying. She was trying to like. She was trying to release all the monsters.
She was trying to release all the monsters to balance out the world. Oh, spoilers alert! Spoiler alerts.
Yeah, I feel
And the father was trying to stop it and
Yeah.
calling her crazy.
And then-
Madison, Millie Bobby Brown, was kind of stuck in the middle of what.
yeah, because her dad and mom divorced, and she was like she was pretty good in that. So I'm looking forward to see what her character does in the next movie. And she's in a film called Enola Holmes, which from what I've seen is like.
I bet she has her British accent.
Yeah. She definitely does. She's the sister of. She plays the sister of Sherlock Holmes, and I guess she tries to become her own kind of detective, whatever. So that'd be kind of
Huh.
cool.
That's kind of interesting.
That'll be kind of interesting to see how she does there. I guess that was filmed over the summer this year, and it comes out I think January or something next year. So that'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, that's kind of. That sounds really interesting to me.
Mm-hmm. I've actually never watched. I've always kind of wanted to watch Sherlock Holmes. I never actually watched it. But.
I'm a big mystery guy,
Mhm.
and it's not necessarily mystery, but like the Uncharted games and the Tomb Raider games are sort of mystery, like looking for stuff. And I
Yeah.
think Sherlock Holmes. I've watched some of the cartoons about Sherlock Holmes, but I've never actually watched the actual one.
Yes, I think she'll be pretty good in both those movies. She's a very good actor. And then we got Finn Wolfhard, who just had the Adam.
Wow.
The Adam. He's doing a lot.
He is blowing up.
Yeah,
right now.
he's probably doing the most right now. He just had the Adam's Family come out.
See, I don't want to see Adam's Family, and I'll tell you why. I like seeing cartoons as much as the next guy, especially if it's like Disney or something.
Mm-hmm.
I will be the 21-year-old sitting in that theater with a bunch of 4-year-olds. I went and saw the second. I went and saw Roger Rules, Diary of a Wimpy Kid, Roger Rules, and I was the only, at the time I was like 16 or 17, and I was the only person in the theater that A, wasn't a parent, or B, wasn't less than 8 years old.
Really?
I'm dead serious. I sat around parents and like 8-year-olds and under, and so I will go see movies. I don't care how old I am. If I want to see it, I'm going to see it. But that movie just seems like a really childish Addams Family movie. So it doesn't really interest me. I'm sure I'll watch it when it comes on Freeform for the holiday season next year or something. What about you?
I don't know. I might do the same. I might check it out when it comes on TV, or like maybe if it gets put on Netflix or something eventually, or somewhere like on a streaming thing. Eventually, I might watch it. Because I was never really big into Addams Family in the first place. So.
Yeah, and this one it looks like a Nickelodeon version of Addams Family.
So, I mean, shout out to him for doing it.
Yeah. No, we're not we're not.
We're not bagging on him.
Yeah, bagging on him at all, because that is fantastic that he's doing films and stuff. We're just saying we don't really have interest in seeing it. I'm sorry, Finn.
But what I'm interested in seeing is The Turning.
I saw a trailer, so I went and saw Saturday night. I went and saw the Zombieland. I don't even know the movie I saw. Sorry, there's so much stuff going in my head. Zombieland 2, Double Tap, and they had a trailer for that, and that looks freaky as hell. My mom literally looks over at my brother and goes, "We're not seeing that," because it looks creepy as hell. He plays one of the. It's about a nanny who is taking care of these two kids in like a haunted house, and the kids are like possessed or something like. They're not really possessed, but like there's a scene of the daughter looking in the mirror, and there's like a goblin behind her, or a witch lady, like that you can't see in real life, but in the mirror you see her brushing her hair, and it's like stuff like that. And Finn's character is like messed up, and he's like telling her, "You're gonna die here," and then like stuff like that. So it's like it looks like a very freaky movie.
Yeah. Like I said, I'm a big horror movie guy, so I'll probably go and see that for sure. He had a movie come out earlier this year. It was like, Did you see something about that movie? It was called Goldfinch or something like that.
Yes, I did. I didn't put it down, but I did see something.
I know he had that, and then he also had. He's been killing it. This is crazy. And then he had It Chapter 2.
Yeah, that was good.
Which we went and saw.
I
think he was in it, but I think he was like CGI'd in it for the most part. Cause
really?
You can definitely tell some parts because he
did not look how old he actually does.
Yeah, because I think they had to CGI him in because he had gotten so much bigger from when they filmed the first movie. Like, because you can tell when you watch the movie, he looks like he did like 3 years ago. Because he's gotten so big, like, they couldn't put him, because they're trying to make it take place directly after the first one, or make him look the same, I guess. But I don't know. And then he's got I didn't know there was a new. It's called Ghostbusters 2020. I didn't know.
Yep.
I didn't know it was a new Ghostbusters.
I knew he was in it, but then I forgot about it. And then when I was looking, I literally went to IMDb and looked up what a lot of these people are doing. And I saw it kind of refreshed my memory. He is in Ghostbusters 2020. It's the spin-off to the all-female Ghostbusters that came out in like 2014, 2015, something like that.
Yeah, somewhere in there.
So, I mean, kudos to Finn. I never would have guessed, and I'm not marking down his talent or anything like that. I never would have guessed he's the one who's just going to go on a rampage here with film. It's crazy, especially with this band. And we're not saying that no one else is doing. We're not saying everyone else is doing nothing.
Gaten's got that new Netflix series coming on.
That's right. I knew I forgot something. Gaten's got a new prank series coming out. That it's getting kind of. Some people aren't happy about it.
What was that?
I can't remember the reports. I don't want to tell you guys unverified reports, but it's causing conflict. Something about like, it's not right what he's doing. Like he's giving people the hope. People who don't have jobs, he's giving them a fake job and then pranking them, and be like, this isn't actually a job. Some people aren't happy about it, and they say it's like an unfair thing to do. And there were actually people commenting on his Instagram and saying, "Gaten, don't become this type of person. You're better than this," and stuff like that. I'm sorry, I might be an asshole, but if Netflix is coming to me, they want to do this prank show, and they say, "We want you to host it," as long as it's not like hitting people in the balls or something like that, I'm going to do it. He's getting paid to do this show. You might not agree with the pranks they're doing, but he's not picking the pranks they're doing. He's just the host of the show. Mm-hmm. So you can't really knock him around too much or whatever the term is.
And maybe we didn't look like all the way into it because, I mean, Caleb McLaughlin could be doing something even though I haven't seen
I looked on Caleb. I didn't see anything.
And then Noah. Have you seen anything about Noah doing anything?
I'm sure Noah is doing something, but I didn't look. I looked into the people that I knew for a fact were doing stuff. Mm-hmm. I looked at Winona Ryder. She's not doing anything. And I really wanted to focus on the main core. Mm-hmm. I know, because I follow him like crazy, I know that
Joe
Keery. I am not thinking today. Stayed up very late last night. Joe Keery, I know that he's not doing anything right now because I follow him on everything. And he's focusing on this band and focusing on growing his hair back out after that horrendous haircut that he got. So that's pretty much the main thing. So I think we got it. That's the rundown of what everyone's doing. We're going to wrap up this episode by taking the hardest Stranger Things quiz we've ever taken. And I'm going to quiz Bailey because he's better at it than I am. So, all right, let's do this. So Joe Keery is in something, and he's in Free Guy, starring Ryan Reynolds, which I knew about that, and I just totally forgot.
Yeah, so it's about, I guess Ryan Reynolds plays like a bank teller guy who finds out he's a video game character. It's an open world. It sounds like a weird concept, but I mean,
it looks funny. I've seen a trailer for it. Wait, you gonna be mad? You gonna be mad at me? Do you know what everyone's doing right now? Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah. All right, let's take this quiz.
He's a fake Joe Keery fan.
No, I love Joe Keery. All right, 15 questions. Here we go. Who curses the most during the show? Is it Billy, Will, Dustin, Mike, or Max?
All right.
I think it's Dustin. Going off season 1, I don't think Mike. He did. I think it's Dustin.
Yeah, we have to agree on that on the answer. By the way, we're both taking this. We're both agreeing on it. I said, I thought when I first heard this question.
Will doesn't really cuss.
Yeah, I never heard Will.
Max has only said like 2.
Mm-hmm. Billy. Billy said
Could
like,
be.
Billy said like a couple words here.
But he was only in season 2 and 3.
Yeah.
And how much did he actually talk in season 3?
I feel like Dustin. It's either,
Dustin's always like, son of a bitch.
Yeah.
Or
Piece of shit, whatever. Something.
piece of shit. Mike's usually just like,
Yeah, Mike. Well,
fuck.
Mike says you piece of shit. He says piece of shit a lot. Remember he called Hopper a piece of shit.
mm-hmm.
If you heard that noise, it was my dog.
Oh my god.
It's not like she was dying. Hope she's okay. But okay. She looks alright.
Damn.
So yeah,
Dustin?
I can't even think now. Okay, yeah, I think it's. You think it's Dustin?
I think it's
I
Dustin.
think it's Dustin too. It's either Dustin or Mike.
Okay, I think we find out at the end. Question number 2. How does Joyce claim to have come in contact with Will when he is found at the quarry? A. She went to the Upside Down with Hopper. B. Through the lights. C. He emerged from the wall when she played the Clash's Should I Stay or Should I Go? D. She heard him on the phone when the storm fried it. Or E. She thought he was dead and didn't contact him that night. This is a tricky one because most people are going to say through the lights, but this is how does Joyce claim to have come in contact with Will when he is found at the quarry? He is found at the quarry in episode 3, I believe. So, did she have the lights at that moment, or is it she heard him on the phone?
I remember
she went to Hopper at one point, and she's like, Hopper, I heard him, Hopper. I heard him on the phone.
And every time the phone would ring, she'd always like run to go answer it.
So, it's either through the lights, or she heard him on the phone.
You think it's the phone?
I think they're throwing people off with the lights, and it's the phone.
I will go with the phone. That's tough though, because she came in. There's like a bunch of different ways she came in contact with him.
What is the name of Hopper's daughter?
That was.
I'll give you the options if you don't know, but
if I hear the options, I'll think I'll.
Sarah, 11, Elle, Nancy, and Jane. It's Sarah.
Yeah.
The other ones are.
That's like 11's name. Nancy's not.
That was an easy question for the hardest quiz. Yeah. What does 11 do to save Mike from Troy at the assembly for Will? We all know this one. She makes Troy pee himself.
Oh, yeah.
Hardest quiz. I'm waiting. Alright, to get the weirdo in there without noticing, Mike and his friends came up with what name to save 11 when they were confronted by Mr. Clark. When she's like, Elle. And
was it Eleanor?
I think it is. The options are Ellie, Elise, Elena, Eleanor, and Eileen.
I think it was Eleanor.
I think it was too.
That she was like from Sweden or something, whatever too.
My cousin from... Oh, we know this one. Who is Joyce's boyfriend in season 2?
Good old Bob.
Oh, rest in peace. Who is 11's sister in episode 7 of season 2? Is it Axel, Funshine, Dottie, or Callie?
Callie. That's 8. Is that the actual name?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Who is 11's sister? It's the same question. Who's 11's sister in episode 7 of season 2? Callie, Mick, Terry, Dottie, or Becky?
Callie.
Oh, Callie.
Impossible quiz when you put the same question. What the hell?
What is the project that 11 was experimented on in Hawkins' lab? Project NSA, Project CIA, Project MK Ultra, Project 011, or Project 11? By the way, if you want to follow along, now that we're already almost done with the quiz, go to allthetest.com/quiz35. That's allthetest.com quiz 35, or you can just type in the hardest Stranger Things quiz and it's like the first one up there. I think this is Project MK Ultra. I think that's what it was called. Because it's not Project 011, it's not Project 11. So it's between Project NSA, Project CIA, and Project MK Ultra. I don't think it's Project CIA, so that narrows it down to NSA and MK Ultra. Wait, isn't MK Ultra the font they use?
Mm-mm.
No?
MK Ultra sounds familiar though. It sounds like a camera. Why does that sound like a camera?
I think that's it though.
Yeah, if you feel it.
Unless that's the camera they gave Jonathan for Christmas.
MK Ultra sounds like a camera, but I mean I could be wrong.
What do you want to go with?
I'll go with whatever you want to go with on this one.
I'll go MK Ultra. Who is the librarian who wasn't too friendly with Hopper? Marlene, Marisol, Mary, Madison, or Marissa?
I know.
When was the moment she wasn't too friendly with him? Why can't I not think of this moment?
Didn't they go on a date or something? Didn't they date, whatever? She was talking about like they dated or something, I think, one time.
It had to be season 1.
It was like season 1 or season 2. Sounds like it might be Mary, but I don't know.
I was thinking Marisol. Or Marlene. I have no idea. I'll go with you on this one. Marlene, Marisol, Marie, Madison, or Marissa.
Oh god. It's like the character I remember like the least. She was in just that one scene. Oh, you can just pick one. I have no clue.
Marlene. We're not getting 100%. What advice does Steve give Dustin about getting girls that ultimately fails? Cool hair's everything? Just act like you don't care. Girls like that. Ha ha ha, what girls are freaked out by you? Become good friends first and take her out on a nice date. Nah, man, girls are hard to get. Don't stress about it.
It was act like you don't care, wasn't it?
Yep. Alright, what happens to the pumpkins in the beginning of season 2? They all become prize winners. They had a hidden portal to the Upside Down. Wait, there were pumpkins. They rotted. They were stolen. They rotted, right?
Yep, wasn't there like a hidden portal to the Upside Down there too?
Underneath, yeah, but it says what happens to the pumpkins in the beginning of season 2.
Yeah, I guess they rotted, I guess.
Alright, 3 more. Who is the owner of the burger shop whom we first met with 11?
Benny.
Wow, you got that fast. I had to think about that.
I remember Benny. Poor Benny, he got shot.
Who is Lucas's annoying little sister?
Erica.
Erica. You can't spell America without Erica. Last question. Who are the directors of Stranger Things? Ross Duffer, Sean Levy, all of these, and Matt Duffer. So Ross Duffer, Matt Duffer, Sean Levy, or all of these? Sean Levy. Duffer Brothers created it, but I don't think they direct it.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I think Sean Levy's the director. Usually you don't have... Oof. You have answered 12 of 15 questions correct.
12 of 15?
So we probably got the last one wrong. My bad.
That's not bad. 12 of 15?
On average, 3,769 of users who took the quiz gave 11.81 right answers.
So we got, what, average, right? Right about average?
Alright, here's the ones we got wrong. How does Joyce claim to have come in contact with Will?
Was it the lights?
Through the lights. I thought the phone was before the lights.
I mean, I guess, does she really talk to him on the phone?
No, she just says she heard him. It says, how does she come in contact with Will? Damn it. Alright.
Because he's like saying stuff and she's like,
I bet we know the other two we got wrong. Oh, by the way, MK Ultra was right.
Really?
Her name was Marissa.
Marissa.
I said Marlene. And then Matt Duffer, Ross Duffer, and Sean Levy, they all direct. Well, there you go. Hardest quiz, done. 12 out of 15. You think you can do better? Try.
Not bad. 12 out of 15 is not bad at all.
Good episode. Woo!
Yeah,
10 episodes in.
Yeah, we're back.
And next week we will have something very special for you because it is the Halloween episode. Actually comes out on Halloween of Starcourt Report.
That'll be fun.
What are we going to do? You have any idea?
I don't know. Maybe something to do with, I don't know, season 2. Was it season 2?
Season 2 is around Halloween.
Halloween. Oh, we could do something special about season 2.
I have an idea. What if we review the best Stranger Things Halloween costumes?
Good.
And we rate them 1 to 5. We see which one's the best. If you guys have a costume, dress up, send them to us. You can send them to either of our Instagrams. The comment that will be in the that will be in the description below. Man, I feel drunk today. I'm not even drunk. I'm
We
just tired.
stay up till like 5 a.m. playing Stranger Things on Rocket League,
Woo!
which we talked about. So
And then we went to bed. We watched 13 Reasons Why and went to bed.
Mm-hmm.
So, all right.
I'm ready for season 4. Damn it! I need
Hopefully it's not the last season. A lot of people think it's going to be the last season. And hopefully it's not, because I'm not ready to end this show. And by the way, if we have to end this show, we're going to come at you with another show about some other show. So we're not done. We never will be. But thank you guys for checking us out. If you did enjoy this video, please like and subscribe to the channel. As always, we really appreciate your guys' support.
Absolutely. So I've been Bailey.
And I've been Randy.
And we'll catch you next time on
The Upside Down.